Collinwood before the turn of the century. For Quentin Collins, this will be a night of unrelieved terror. He is the prisoner of two evil men in search of a mysterious hand with supernatural powers. And he will soon learn that he's to be the pawn in a game of life and death.
The bonds are quite secure, Mr. Collins.
You again.
You're only exerting yourself. As you can see, I'm a very persistent man. When I want something, I'll let nothing get in the way.
You already got what you wanted from me.
Yes, but I seem to have misplaced it again.
Well, what do you want? I don't have the hand anymore.
Yes, I know that. But you're going to help getting it back.
What's that for?
It's part of our plan.
Our plan? Who's in this with you?
A mere slip of the tongue, Mr. Collins.
Uh-huh.
No one you would know.
Yes. Now, just how are you going to use that?
You'll see when the time comes.
How long have I been here?
Less than an hour.
So it's still the same night.
But what, Mr. Collins?
You brought me here. You saw?
The amazing transformation from beast to man? Yes.
Where did it happen?
Oh, right in this room.
That's impossible. I would have killed you.
You'll be interested to know that you were subdued rather easily.
Do you have a mirror?
That won't be necessary. I can tell you what you want to know.
Do I look the same as I did when you first saw me?
Mr. Collins, it gives me great pleasure to bring you a small moment of consideration on a rather dreary night. Yes, your face has been restored.
Were you responsible for restoring it?
I don't know how it happened. May have been just luck.
Oh, yes. I am the lucky one. Now, what are you going to do to me?
Well, if your luck holds out, nothing will happen to you.
What do you mean?
Mr. Collins, I suggest that rather than ask so many questions, you pray.
What for?
Your life. What else?
Now, why are you doing this to me?
Mr. Collins.
I've never done anything to you. I don't even know you.
I don't take any pleasure in all of this. You mustn't take it personally. I've a job to do, and unfortunately, you've been chosen to help me do it.
But why?
It's getting late.
What are you doing?
You'll see, Mr. Collins. You'll see.
Angelique.
Barnes.
Close the doors quickly.
You're insane. You never should have come here.
I summoned you again. You ignored me. I had no other choice.
I saw no reason to return to Collinwood to continue an argument.
I did not summon you for that. Something important happened after you left.
Well, we can't talk about it here. Barnabas, if someone in the family should
I can
see...
get away quickly enough, don't worry.
It's not you I'm worried about. I have gone to great pains to disassociate myself from you and to reestablish myself here in the household.
I am almost amused.
Please say what you have to say and leave.
You have the hand in your possession. You must give it to me.
I have no intention of giving the hand to you or to anyone else.
Angelique, someone has come to the old house who knows how to end Quentin's curse.
Who?
A gypsy that Magda sent for. She guarantees me that she will end the curse, but she wants the hand first.
Does she intend to keep the hand?
That is her price.
Go back and tell her the answer is no.
And I was right what I said earlier this evening.
Right about what?
You're feeling for Quentin. You made a bargain with him to spite me, not because you cared for him.
No, you're wrong. I do care about him. I feel strangely sorry for him.
You never felt sorry for anyone in your life.
And you have never been willing to admit to yourself that I might have feelings.
You had them once. If you have any feelings now, you will be willing to help Quentin.
All right, perhaps I will.
Just perhaps.
My helping him depends on you, Barnabas.
Why me?
You indicated earlier this evening that you would do everything in your power to keep Quentin away from me. If that's still your intention, you'll get nothing from me. But if you promise me that you'll do nothing to interfere with my plans for Quentin, then I'll give you the hand.
Angelique, you must realize that my concern is not only for Quentin, but, well, for two people who live in the future.
Barnabas, your other involvements mean nothing to me. I've stated my terms. Just give me your answer.
All right, Angelique. I promise not to interfere.
All right. Wait for me outside, at the edge of the woods, and I'll get you the hand.
Get on your feet.
Why?
Just get on your feet and don't ask questions. Now walk to the table, please.
Now what?
Well, with this next step, I anticipate a little difficulty.
What are you talking about?
I must ask you to get on the table, please.
On the table. Why?
Just do as I say.
No. No, I don't want to do that.
You'll do it, Mr. Collins.
You're insane.
On the table. It was very wise for you to cooperate, Mr. Collins. If you'd forced me to use the dancing girl, it'd be all over now.
What difference does it make? You're going to kill me anyway.
Now, I never said I was going to kill you. The fact is, I want you to live.
Then don't do this to me.
I'm afraid the decision is not mine.
Whose is it? Let me talk to him. If it's a hand you want, maybe I can help you get it.
I'm sorry. But the plan's been set in motion already, and we must follow through to the end.
Well, just what is this plan of yours? You can at least tell me that much.
I'll only tell you this. Your life now depends on someone else. If that someone loves you, you'll live. If not, well, There's just one more thing to do. I doubt very much if anyone would come walking by this building so late at night, but in case someone should, I wouldn't want you to be able to summon help.
You got it from her.
Yes.
I did not think you would succeed.
No, not yet. We still have a few matters to discuss.
We discuss nothing until I see the hand.
Are you afraid that the box will be empty?
Open it.
Very well. Are you satisfied?
The hand of Count Peitofi.
I've done what I said I would do. The next step is up to you. You must cure that curse immediately.
What about that?
You get your payment when the services are rendered, not before.
Then it is impossible for me to do anything.
Why?
Because the hand is part of it. Without it, I cannot cure your friend.
But that has already been tried, and it failed.
Of course it failed. Because on my own hand, I could count the number of people who understand and know how to use it. I am one of them. You do not believe me?
Yes, I do.
Then let me have it.
Now, how soon can you start? Do we have to wait for the next full moon? Or do we...
Your friend is going to suffer through many more full moons. Stay right there. I know how to use this, and I'll cut your heart out if I have to.
You never had any intention of keeping your word.
I came here to get this, and to kill Magda, or both.
I understand your feeling about Magda. She stole this from you.
She betrayed her own people. That was her crime.
But what about the man I want you to help? He has never done anything against you.
It was Magda who placed the curse on him, and Magda who tried to remove it.
For a good reason.
I care nothing about reasons.
All right, forget about Magda. But I want you to help this man. I'm willing to pay.
Pay? Do you think money can buy the value of this hand? You do not understand what it means to us. Goodbye, Mr. Barnabas.
It's not goodbye, Julianka. It's not goodbye at all.
What are you?
I think you know what I am. Look at me.
Please. I'll give it back to you. I'll go away and never come back, I promise.
You will stay here until you've finished the curse. Then you will be permitted to leave unharmed. Is that understood?
Yes. Yes.
I had no intentions of dealing with it this way. But that's the way it had to happen. Now you will do whatever I tell you to do. You know that, don't you?
Yes. Whatever you tell me to do.
You no longer have any need to be afraid.
I am not afraid.
I will keep this hand until you need it.
Yes. Of course.
Now tell me, how long will it take you to end the curse?
It is not necessary to wait for a full moon. Bring Quentin Collins here, and I will do what you want me to do.
Well, I won't be able to bring him here until tomorrow night.
There is not a full moon tomorrow night. Why not before?
He has already gone through one transformation. You see, someone tried to use the hand on him.
Yes. Used by the wrong person, the hand is uncontrollable and almost always evil. Your friend must be cured, and then you must let me take the hand away from here. Because there are people who would kill to get it.
Such an honor. My little puppeteer has come to see me. I was afraid you wouldn't.
You've no idea how curious I am.
I've thought of you often since our last meeting.
I suppose you have.
I even checked the local newspapers, something I almost never do. News is so boring, don't you think? You are not a puppeteer. I wouldn't laugh if I were you.
Look, if you've come after that ridiculous hand,
The hand you took from me. Do I look such a fool?
or even to threaten me,
You underestimate me, my dear lady.
well, what do you want?
I want to talk about your fiancé. You see, I know considerably more about you now than I did before. Yes, I want to talk about Quentin Collins.
And I'm sure you can talk about Quentin with whoever told you so much about me.
Tell me, do you care for him very much?
And if I do,
Do you intend to marry Quentin? You must tell me that, and quickly.
why must I?
Well, a moment or two makes no difference to me now. Does it to you? It does to Quentin.
Why? Why does it?
He only has 30 minutes left to live. Such a pity for a man so young.
Where do you have Quentin? Where is he? Tell me.
Shall I give you my handkerchief? Do you have a small doll hidden in the pocket of your gown? Shall I begin to choke again? I think not.
I can do far worse things to you.
I wouldn't do anything if I were you. Just give me the hand. Quentin will live. It's all very simple. Just give me the hand. Don't come near me. Don't try any of your tricks. Quentin's already started to die, and only I can stop it. So if you do anything to me, you lose him.
I don't believe you. What do you mean he's already started to die? What do you mean?
28 minutes left, that's all. The hand, if you please.